Hey everyone, it's Diane at Venus Pole Fitness Studio, Goddess Body Boot Camp, Living the Goddess Life, all that fun stuff, anything that has to do with goddesses. I'm your girl. If you can see me, give me a thumbs up and let me know. Give me a heart, give me some love on this Labor Day evening. I know some of you are hanging out with family and friends, maybe barbecuing, enjoying the nice weather outside. So if you can see me, give me a thumbs up. Oh, perfect. I see a couple of my troops, a couple of my goddess troops popping in. So with that, I've already got about 10 eyeballs on me. So I'm going to get started. Today's little video is going to be a little bit of, giving you guys some little tidbits, hopefully a little bit of inspiration. And also, I'm going to pole dance for you guys afterwards. So hopefully you're not a creeper and a perv and I don't have to block you off my Facebook. You can give me a thumbs up or a like, but please no creepy comments, okay? This weekend we had an amazing retreat I took all of my staff and my ambassadors out to, we do an annual retreat and we just have some really great girl time. I planned usually some secret shenanigans and we have lots and lots of fun. And we got to know each other, we get to know each other really, really well. I usually like to push everybody outside their comfort zone in some way. So we talk about a lot of private stuff, personal stuff, everything in between. And it kind of came back to talking about, yes, creepers exit now. It kind of came back around to like how I got started with Venus, and some of the girls hadn't really heard the story. It's a great story. That's like a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But it kind of brought me back to the early days of when my sister and I first started Venus, before it even became a studio. And I thought about this as I was sitting there being immensely grateful with all of my girls that I have each and every single one of them in my life. Everyone plays an important part of my life in some way, shape, or form. But it also brought me back to something that happened last week in my coaching group, one of my private coaching groups. One of the girls in there was talking about how she came to class and she was insanely frustrated, and she's been coming for quite some time, so she's not, oops, sorry guys, she's not super new, but she was really frustrated because she couldn't get a certain spin, and she wanted to give up, and she just felt like crying, and she shared that with us, and it was really great. And I love, that she felt super connected with us to be vulnerable, and that was awesome. Of course, we all cheered her on, and told her, keep going. It's about persistency, patience, and just getting through that hurdle. And then, so that happened last week, and then we're sitting at the round table at the retreat condo this weekend, and we were all talking about how the girls got started with Venus and how I got started. And what I don't share with a lot of people is that when I very first started Venus about 8 years ago, when my sister and I first started, I had tremendous motion sickness. So I've had it since I was a wee child, always have to sit in the front seat. So we start pole dancing and I'm like borderline vomiting like every time we practice. I mean, those of you that come to class, you guys know what a U-turn is, or squat around, a fireman spin. Each time I would do that, I would be like I just want to barf. And it would be to the point where I would get upset and I would just be like, we can't do this. I can't even teach a freaking spin. Like, how am I going to do this forever if I get sick every time? So literally for the first 6 months, I kid you not, for the first 6 months of me pole dancing, I had to take Dramamine. I was like that had like a lifetime supply of that stuff. I took Dramamine about 30 minutes prior to each time we taught a pole dancing party, or each time my sister and I had decided to pop the pole up and practice for building our own curriculum, before we had studios. So 6 months of taking Dramamine, I decided I didn't want to give up. I wanted to keep going, and and I wasn't going to let that get me down. Now, the other thing is I had never really walked in high heels. Okay, so I always say I went from flip-flops to 6-inch stilettos overnight. We went and took our first pole dancing class at OC Pole Fitness down in Orange County before we actually had our physical studio. We were like in the planning stages. And I remember my sister and I thought we were so cool because we could do like the fireman spin, and we could do like a basic invert and like a straddle hold and like some cool tricks like that. But we had never practiced in high heels. It was always barefoot. So we walk into this gorgeous studio and all these beautiful women are everywhere, all different ages, shapes, sizes. And guess what they're wearing? These. And my sister and I are like, holy shit, We we bought shoes and we brought them with us, but we've never pole danced in them. So I had some rickety, like barely just, they were purely sexy. They were not functional at all for pole dancing. Little tiny strap around the ankle. And I think we lasted all of maybe 5 minutes in those shoes. I'm like, screw this shit. These are way too tall. There's no way I'm ever going to be able to walk into those. So we started literally from scritchy scratch. Okay, so it was definitely a work in progress. I always talk about those two things. Well, I'm telling you guys now, and I also want to tell you that when we first started, I didn't realize what the hell pole burn was. And then we start pole dancing, we sit on the pole, and I'm like, holy shit, this is, I can't do this. This is too painful. So at the time, we had a VCR in our room, and my pole was in my bedroom, and I would sit there. Who has a VCR? Who still has a VCR? Give me a thumbs up. Tell me, yes, I have a VCR. Or if you remember having a VCR, I would put my pole up and I would sit on the pole and I would time myself every day. It would start off with like a minute, and then I'd do a minute 1 week, and then 2 weeks, and then, 2 minutes 1 week, and I would just keep increasing my time. So it's a lot of times when you see somebody, and I guess another point to the story is that when you see somebody and they do something and it looks effortless, not that my pole dancing is effortless, because I'm going to pole dance for you guys, but there might be a couple bloopers. I'm just saying, I'm a little rusty. But when you see somebody do something and you're like, oh my gosh, she just looks amazing when she does that, or, she's so gifted at that, or so talented at that. What a lot of times you don't see are the bumps and bruises along the way that brought them to where they are. And that can be you. That can be something that you're trying to get proficient at, something that you're practicing at. Maybe you're, really trying to excel at something. There's going to be bumps and bruises, and that's part of your journey. And then one day you just wake up and you're like, how the hell did I even get here? This is crazy. That was me this weekend. I was sitting here at a round table of, it was 9 amazing women. I'm like, how the hell did I get here? Like 8 years ago, I wanted to quit because I couldn't even spin on the pole unless I took Dramamine. So had I given up 8 years ago, I wouldn't have this amazing community of women. I wouldn't have all these amazing friends and this crazy awesome studio and all these experiences that come out of it for women. So to no further ado, I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to freestyle. I'm just going to do a couple spins. And yeah, if you're doing nothing, you can just watch. I don't know. Or you could say bye or hi or whatever. If you've taken a pole dancing class, I know, I see some people and they're like, yeah, I have a VCR. If you've taken a pole dancing class at the studio, go ahead and chime in. Let me know. I know there's a couple girls who actually just left here that are on with my live video. So I love you guys. Hold on. You're going to see everything. Cellulite, rolls, all that. I'm unapologetically me, so take it or leave it. Okay. little out of breath. And I think my hair just got bigger. All right, so that is it for today. I'm just fiddle farting around. A little nervous, not gonna lie. This is a very vulnerable space to be in, Facebook Live and pole dancing. So yeah, like I said, don't look at somebody at the end of their journey, because they have come to that point through their own trials, errors, bumps, and bruises, and that can be you. So if there's something that is burning a desire inside of you to do something, do not quit, do not give up, do not think it's gonna come in just a few days, hours, weeks, months. Sometimes it takes years. So stay with it. I love you all. Hi, my beautiful boyfriend is watching. He's so supportive, and he lets me be sexy for all of you too, so. All right, I will talk to you guys later, and if you found this video helpful, please share. Share the love of pole, share the love of chasing your dreams, your goals, all that fun stuff. So share, hit the share button. Okay, love you, bye.